So we got some Port and Harding's cloth here, which we're going to cut out the suit from. One of the first is try and get it all to match up, which makes cutting easier. I always start with the front of the trouser, or +2s, or the front of the jacket, because you want that to set off what everything's going to look like, and you match everything up to it. You want the front and the back to have that line continues going through. What happens is on lots of garments when it's mass produced, that's really difficult to do. So you'll have a check and it'll be slightly out. Sometimes, to be honest, it's very difficult to match up a check. Now something else we always do, the little squiggly lines, is purely to identify which is the wrong side of the material. Can you imagine when this is all cut out and it's all sitting there, unless you've got fantastic eyes, how do you work out which is the front and which is the back? So by putting the lines on, it shows, tells you, big writing, this is the back, or the wrong side of the fabric. So the cloth here, Glen Royal by Port and Hardy, it's a hard wearing cloth, and they make it especially for like shooting suits. This we want a sports jacket, what we call an old fashion sports jacket. This will wear really well, but also when you're out in the rain with a finishing, I had a gentleman who made a shooting suit for once, who's a gamekeeper, and he said it took a few hours before the actual rain started really get into the cloth. Something about the way a pair of trousers is made, or any garment when it's cut out like this, if you notice there's 2 layers of cloth. So when I match it up and cut it out, ideally, if we're all symmetrical and perfect, everything will fit the same, one side to a person to the other. Reality is it never works that way. So I could cut this out and make it up, and one side will fit the customer totally different to the other. Hence, that's why you get bespoke, because I think very few of us, if anybody, has the same measurement each side. Now, this gentleman's in a wheelchair, so what he needs is for the front not to be floating. So what we're going to do is, that's why this dart is in here. Now, not all waistcoats will have a dart in. I've put this in here because I think this works better for what he needs. So when he sits down, it isn't all bunching around the middle of him, which I guess will not be very comfortable. But by putting the dart in, we can then pull in the front so he's not hanging over, as well as taking in on the waist. So that's the idea of the darts in this. Right, so that's the suit, basic suit cut out now. From 6 meters of cloth, this is what we got left.